So we have multiple research projects going on in my particular area of expertise. We've just recently got approval to conduct one of the multi-center studies for the minimally invasive treatment of fibroids called SONATA study. We're one of the 17 centers in the United States that got a FDA approval. That's an experimental technique where the fibroids are treated without surgical intervention, an outpatient basis. So we're very happy and very excited to start that trial right now. I know my colleagues in GYN oncology, gynecologic oncology, conducting a trial where they're looking at different markers to detect cancer, primarily ovarian cancer in women early. I know that in a high-risk obstetrics MFM division, they are conducting a study related to the placental and the development of a placenta and a fetus, and whether the early diseases can be detected that way, and that's been going on for a while. So overall, the division is actually doing great, and I think there are multiple trials that are running at this point that are very exciting. The clinical trial is a trial approved by an FDA, and usually it involves some either clinical device, biomedical device, or new drug. Obviously, there's certain safety concerns and sort of safety issues, since most of the time this is a new procedure, a new protocol. If the patient is interested, or we as physicians and providers think that the patient is a good candidate for this particular clinical trial, we start with explaining to the patient what the trial entitles, what's going to happen, why she's a good candidate or not a good candidate for that particular matter. Usually we go through very extensive counseling and a consent form where every single step of the study or clinical trial will be explained to the patient. And there's usually a study coordinator assigned to this particular study, and the patient has access to one of us, either principal investigator or the study coordinator, nearly 24/7 if she has questions about anything that's going on. We watch over any potential side effects or unintended consequences that can potentially happen. We have usually a hotline established for that particular matter. The manufacturer that we will trial, either drug or the biomedical device, will have a registry where every single step and every single outcome of this particular trial will be recorded. So overall, I think it's a very safe process. It has a very strict guidelines of what can and cannot be done, who is a good candidate for that particular trial or study. And so far, as I said, I've not heard anything bad about any of the trials conducted at the University of Maryland. So I think if the patient qualifies, the other thing that's good about clinical trial is that the patient gets the benefit of having one of the newest, most advanced procedures done, and obviously it's free to the patient. She doesn't get to pay for any of these procedures. So she becomes sort of on the forefront of the medical surgical field and intervention.